What is up, YouTube? Holy Pops here. We're going to be doing some League of Legends gameplay. So we're going to be going Graves mid. This is from the PvE. So this is going to be Season 6 Preseason. And yeah. It's pretty cool. And looks like we're going to be versing a Quinn, which somehow actually is the worst champion. It's pretty impressive that I was able to do that. So after every time you auto attack, you pretty much can't auto attack anymore until he reloads. So that's kind of a new mechanic. But instead of it just basically doing a single fire auto attack, it is a multi-shot. It basically does AoE damage, which is pretty cool. And also reloads regardless of whether you use both shots or not.
I got some time to game.
So it basically kind of abuses, I don't know if it scales off of CDR, but it abuses the fact that Graves generally didn't buy attack speed anyways. He was primarily a 40 champion, who just basically buy Q or buy BFs or Infinity Edge and then BT and abuse that. There's some times where people go with Phantom Dancer and stuff, and that was viable, but a lot of people just went off and double BF sword item. So let's go and test this out. This is actually the first time I've ever played this. I've seen a lot of other people play it, but I didn't get the chance to play it. Huh. Can I control where it goes?
Always trouble.
Okay. So it always comes back at me. I could have sworn I've seen it where it actually it goes off and goes to the side. Nope, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Either way, just use it as is. Oh wait, that's not it. Okay. Nope. Still going backwards.
An ally has been slain.
Bright ideas.
What else could it be? Maybe. Goes through them, so that's pretty nice. You kind of understand this. Basically, you shoot them and then it hits them again. So that's actually fairly good. It goes through all yeah. Okay. No? What was that about, man? Like, come on. That's not gonna work. So that's interesting. I kind of figured it out. I thought you could actually manipulate it, but it just goes through minions. It goes through champions as well, and then it does return damage. So that can be actually comboed pretty effectively. I actually thought that when you basically hit with your Q, that it basically just stops if it hits someone. But no, it goes through them and comes backward, which I like that. That was pretty cool. So his ultimate actually blasts him back. I don't know if it's changed other than it does a knockback, but huh. See that? Feeling punk. Of course, we're going to be going Essence Reaver. I said this a few times in my videos. Essence Reaver is not a bad item, and thankfully Riot agrees. And it was made to be used on AD casters. Raze is an AD caster. Israel's an AD caster. And it was just generally really good on a few champions. People just thought it was crap, so they finally buffed it up to 20% CDR, which I actually thought it was fine the other way around. Like, it was good regardless, but now people are actually using it, which is kind of interesting. That.
Try me.
Huh, there's no mana pots anymore, so that's semi-interesting. But they did kind of destroy Quinn. Like, Quinn was already not that good of a champion to begin with, and they literally turned her ultimate from being like a burst suicide, I'll go 1-for-1, or I'll slaughter you, into a movement speed. That is something that you don't want. That is actually probably the worst thing they could have done with it all. I'll say it looks awesome, but the fact that the second you cast any spell, any ability whatsoever, it removes bird form, that's pretty weird. Like, you should be able to play Quinn, like, standard as combined, and then you can discharge it. So, maybe it costs like 100 mana like it did before. Actually, I think it does 100 mana. And it has like a 50-second cooldown. But the way they have it now, where it's basically just a utility movement tool as an ultimate. That's not what you want for a ranged ultimate. That's the champion's primarily going to be glass cannon. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not playing it right. Or maybe. But yeah, I'm not lying. This is the first time I've played Graves since they reworked it. It's fairly similar, except for the fact that his Q now goes backwards instead of does AoE. I really like that. I kind of disliked Graves' Q because Q is really a one-trick pony. You hit Q and R, and there's literally no skill involved. And now you actually have the ability to land another ability, which is going to do more damage than what his Q originally did. So that's really good. Whereas the other Graves is just like, okay, I hit Q, R. If I don't get a kill, then I'm pretty much out of options. Whereas this gives you more options, which more options equals better gameplay. I also like the fact that his ultimate board.
I ain't got time.
BS damage? That tier 0 quit. Oh.
Feeling lucky.
I could do that, couldn't I? Let's see. Okay, let's see how good I am. I got it! It wasn't that good, but I still hit her. This is so awesome. I can ricochet it. I can ricochet it off the wall to hit. I wonder, does it always go towards me? Or... Yeah, it does. Go ahead and position myself correctly. How much is this? 70 mana. Feels like a little bit too much mana, but it's dealing a lot of damage.
Think I'm bluffing.
I'll buy. Well. Peace. Quinn's really liking this. Yeah, I'm liking it. Hopefully they'll keep the whole Q mechanic. I'm sure it'll get maybe nerfed a little bit.
Let's settle the score.
It's sad, but it's true.
I got no time for games.
Dun, 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 Doesn't need a nerf. I haven't played him against anyone else, so I don't really know if his damage is really that insane or just Quinn is just that bad. But also, you have to consider the fact that you have to dodge them. It's a skill shot, and you know what's going to happen, so just make sure that you don't get hit by it. And that's a lot of his damage. If you don't dodge it, then you're basically... It's not really Graves' fault. It's not really OP. That is so bad! Why? Why did you do that, Riot? Why?
Try me.
I just go and shoot you one time and it takes Quinn out of bird form. Like, I feel bad for this Quinn. That's not even right. Like, Magikarp 5 is gonna be like, yeah, so Riot reworked Quinn. Yeah, they made her worse. Like, it's actually impressive.
I like moving targets.
Gonna go bot now.
Feeling lucky.
Grab that phone. Okay, that was absolutely pointless. Oh, hi! You have blue buff.
Double kill.
I would
Got
like
no
blue
time
buff.
for games. There's a line.
Slain an enemy. Legendary.
Let's settle the score.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So good. So good.
An enemy has been slain.
But I don't know if he actually does need a nerf. But I do like his Q. It's really good. Though I wish it kind of acted like the bouncing or ricochet effect basically went in a line. So it wouldn't just immediately come back to you. Like, instead of it, you see it hits there and then ricochets back towards me. I wish it would hit there and ricochet to the side. That's what I would like to see. But if they did that, that would be really nice. It would set up much more effective plays. Grab this. Actually, wait, can I? No, I still have to sell this. Okay. BF sword.
Always trouble.
And going over a few of the new changes, basically you've already seen the runes and masteries. I wouldn't really touch too much on that. Essence Reaver is really good now. It's always been good. Even on live, when it's 90 damage, or no, it's 80 damage and 10% CDR, that's good. I don't know why people think that the Essence Reaver is bad. No way, shape, or form is bad. It's really good on Israel. It's actually not bad on Graves. Like, Graves uses a lot of mana, so 10% CDR, mana, infinite mana, that's pretty damn good in my opinion.
Wrong fight.
So, this many people just underestimate it and they're like, I'd rather have BT. It's like, why? This gives mana and CDR. Good. Yeah.
Let's settle the score.
Double kill.
I ricocheted off the wall. I did it instantly. Oh my gosh. And I'm recording, which is better.
Has destroyed a turret.
Feeling lucky.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
No Vampiric Scepter? How does that equal lifesteal? Oh, it doesn't give lifesteal anymore. Oh.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I thought that gave lifesteal.
Always trouble.
Still. No, it just gives mana regeneration. I actually like the other one because 10% lifesteal is enough sustain. I know for a fact that you can't shoot through the walls because I played like, I want to say 4 or 5 games with Mundo, and every Graves kept them trying to shoot their kills. They're gonna go over the wall. Bam! I like skill shots. How far is it? That is much farther, I think. So, ultimate can be used as an escape tool. Ultimate can be used as a nuke, which it's kind of, I think is actually more damage and better off than your actual ult in live rounds, or I should say the previous. This can be a shade over. So they'd have to go and change the terrain. So the ricochet effect shouldn't go back towards you, but if you shoot it plainly, it should. So that would be a. They'd have to do. But then I could see it being a problem. Does it bounce off a structure? Yes, it does. So that can be useful. That looks so cool. Like, I really hope this rework sticks. I don't care if they nerf the damage on Mosquito.
Always
So
try.
they most likely. Reality, not that good. I got a few kills and then it snowballs. How it is. This could be live if I was playing with 2 kills and 2 controllers and 4 kills.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
What are you playing at?
So I haven't really even looked at his passive and stuff. Probably should do that. So passive, barrel screens, blah blah blah, 12 gauge, 4 attacks, 8 on critical strike, and then it takes 9%.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
That's actually pretty cool.
Easy, partner.
Lifesteal. Go from there. So this actually gives him 30 armor and magic resist. Okay, auto attacks. Dashes in one direction, reloading a shell for 4 seconds. Graves gains true grip. Basic attacks lower the cooldown on quick draw by 0.5 seconds.
Got any bright ideas?
Oh, so that's how jungle grade is viable. Because these are jungle monsters, they're not jungle minions, so you get like a ton of armor. That actually makes sense. He actually might not be a bad jungler. Maybe really good. I underestimated that. Like, I thought it was just like another like one of the jungle veins. Like, it's really not that good. It's not that viable. You'd be better off doing like 10 other things. But he's gaining armor like that, and he like keeps it because it basically refreshes every time he auto attacks the camp. It's not bad. And that's how you know I'm really bad with grades, or I should say, this is my first time grade, but I don't know this stuff. It took me a while to figure out, like, why is the whole armor thing good? Like, you would not be able to basically get multiple stacks because they run out, because obviously you're not going to stack that up 4 times. That's not really possible. It is possible. Goal is not good. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and peace out.